Day 3 of the main. Very nervous, but I'm on time today. We're gonna play our very best. Very best.
He just 3-bet us, and now we have a set again. This is fucking perfect.
In fact, the 26th place stack.
Yeah! Yeah!
We're like average stack at our table. We have 100 big blinds, about 3,000 people left. 1,300 will make the money. Min cash is 15K. First place is 10 million. Never made it past day 1 of the main. Now I'm in day 3. Triple the longest run I've ever made. Let's fucking go. And we did not forget Satan. We have the Grim Reaper hood here. All right, day 3 of the main event. We're nervous, we're back. We have 238,000 in our stack, and the big blind's 2,500, so we have 95 big blinds. I think we're about average stack. That doesn't really matter. What matters is we're deep stacked, and about 33% of the field remain, and 15% finish in the money. So we need to outlast half of these motherfuckers to make the money, although our goal is just play one hand at a time. That's our goal on paper. In practice, we're nervous and playing like fucking retards in the start of the day, as you'll see, but some of it works out. First hand we get involved in was really nothing to write home about. Just hijack opens to 6K. We call with ace-10 off on the button. The big blind calls, and then we fold the turn. No big whoop. Then early position. This is a saucy fucking stupid ass hand. Early position, an old man raises to 5,500. We have pocket threes in middle position, and with this many chips, we're allowed to call. And anytime we're allowed to fucking put chips in, we usually do. So anyway, early position, old man, 5,500. We flat with pocket threes in middle position. The big blind calls. We're 3 ways to a flop. It comes king, queen, 6, spade, club. Big blind checks. Old guy nervously bets 8,000. And I don't fucking know why, but I decide to raise to 20K, and they both fold. This is the most unnecessary, very silly, stupid thing. I mean, he probably just had ace-queen, and I actually said after, I was like, very disciplined with ace-queen, good job. And he's like, yeah. He bet his hand strength. Maybe you could say I'm cool for doing this, but it's just fucking stupid and unnecessary in the main. But it worked, What do you want me to do? It worked. Then we kind of give the old guy a little bit of too much credit, maybe. I don't know. These next hands are questionable, and we learn a valuable lesson. We're in early position with king, queen of hearts. We raise to 5,500. Big blind, the old guy, calls. Flop comes king high. Great. King, 5, 6, club, diamond, no heart, but we have top pair. We don't need the backdoor flush draw. He checks. We bet 5K. We bet small. He calls. The turn comes 9 of spades. So 7, 8 gets there. I don't really know what else, but he checks. And I'm like, yo, let me go for value again from this guy's fucking shit. Worst kings, obviously his straight draws, blah, 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 blah. So we bet 12K, and he raises to 30K. And I'm like, yo, this is an old man. I'm out. I'm immediately out. Even in hindsight, even if I think, I don't know, I just think in the main it's fine actually to fold, but I was giving him a little too much credit because I realized a couple hands later, he opened in the cutoff, and I wanted to 3-bet with ace-5 off from the small blind, but it was the old guy, so I pussied out, and then when he ended up showing down his king-jack off versus this other guy's queen-jack, whatever the fuck, I realized he's just like anyone else in a way, you know, like old people are people too. So the very next hand, he opens the hijack, and I have king jack off on the button, and I 3-bet. He calls. Flop comes ace high. Check, bet, fold, and we win. And this is a valuable reminder that old people are people too. And they get 2 cards just like us. So we're at about even throughout the day. Nothing really exciting. You know, we lose some little pots, win some big pots. I mean, we'll lose some little pots, win some little pots. I'm fucking nervous even in the voice. Early position opens to 5,500. We have pocket aces in the cutoff, and we 3-bet to 15K. The button cold calls. The EP calls. So this is great. We 3-bet with aces and we get 2 callers. The flop comes 8-4-3 rainbow. EP checks. We bet 20K and they both fold. A nice pickup. Now we're a little bit above where we started with, you know? We're doing all right. We're very nervous sitting down. Now we're calm. We've got the power of the dark side. The Gold Coast Suns also had the biggest win of their franchise last year. Nobody cares about these things. What you want to know about is the stack update. It's the same as what we came in the day with. We won some pots as you heard about. We lost some pots as you heard about. We're calming down. We got a friend next to us, and
single day I get demonetized, but it helps a lot if you like and subscribe. Yo, please, thank you.
we needed the first level to get our feet wet of evaluating everybody. I think we over-exploited like giving old guy too much credit for being tight, and like just treat them like humans with 2 cards. Same way how people get psyched out against pros. Old people scare me too much with their nit range. I think they always have aces, they don't. We're all right. 247. First break of the day, we made 9K chips than what we came in with. We're calmer, we're ready. We're up chips from the start of the day, it's fine. We're in there, 2,400-ish people left, 1,300 paid, and a sea of degens. Now the next level. Blinds are 1,500, 3K. and we have 260K in our stack. We have ace jack with the jack of clubs, and we raise to 6K and get 3 callers. So we're 4 ways to a fucking flop that comes ace, 5, 2 with 2 clubs. Like I said, we have the jack of clubs. The big blind donk leads 7K. We raise to 17,000. The other 2 fold, and the donk calls, right? So we were 4 ways to a flop of ace, 5, 2. Big blind donk 7K. We raised to 17K to just isolate him, get bullshit out, and we're heads up to a turn, which comes 10. Offsuit 10. He checks. We bet 25K now. This pot's getting big. He calls. Then the river comes an offsuit king. So the front door flush doesn't come in. It's ace, 5, 2, 10, king. And this pot has a lot of big blinds in it. It's getting big. And this guy just donk leads 50K. And he's clearly a recreational player. He's clearly never fucking bluffing. I think forever. And I don't know what the fuck I possibly thought that I decided to pay off wizard call and be like, you got 4-3, and he's like, yup. He just flopped the straight, and I don't know what I thought he would be doing this with. This is fucking horrendous. When a rec check calls, you just got to adjust and be able to let go of your hand, and sometimes I'm not able to. And this is like my worst played hand of the day. We lost 100K from what we started the day with when same guy as who just got us in the 4-3 hand opens to 6K. We have pocket queens in the small blind. We 3-bet to 26K. He calls, comes jack 10-4, 2-tone board, 2 spades, 1 diamond. We bet 20K. He calls. Then we turn a set. Turn comes queen. But we check. We slow down. I'm a little scared of ace king. I want to see what he does. You know what I mean? Maybe he'll blast off with worse value. Turn comes queen. It goes check, check. And the river comes a 9. So it's a 4-liner to a straight. So this is a really shitty run out for our set. Any king or any 8. But if he has 8s, we just lose. Once the river comes 9. So we check and he checks back. Luckily he has ace queen, so we'll take it. We win the pot. We're back up to 170K. But now our table with old man, recreational donk leading breaks, and we end up getting sent to a new table with fucking Adrian Mateos and a bunch of regs, like the toughest table we've been moved to all series. Bummer.
Johnny folds. Mateos shows a bluff, jack high.
So, right before the next break, we get into a hand with Adrian Mateos. He's a pretty good player. He opens to 6,500 for middle position at 3K big blind. We are in the big blind with 10-8 offsuit, 1 club, 1 diamond. We call, the flop comes jack 9-9 with 2 clubs. So we have a backdoor flush draw, up and down straight draw, you know, backdoor fucking boat draw, all types of shit. We check. He bets 4,500 as he should, as he would on a paired board, paired flop. That's small. And we raise to 14K. I could have gone a little bigger, whatever. He calls. The turn comes an ace. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I checked. I mean, I do know what I was doing. Usually, honestly, when I'm check raising a lot of times, except on paired boards, it's like you want to check for the ace because it's better for their range. You can slow down. But I'm repping a 9. And I don't think he has many ace high floats after he gets check raised. So it's fucking, I'm an idiot. I thought he had a bunch. I just psyched myself out because it was him thinking, oh, he has all these ace highs with backdoors. He would just fold them shits. So anyway, we pussy out. It goes check, check. Then the river comes at 10. So now we have a third pair. Goes check, check, and he has jack 8. And I'm so mad that I pussied out and I lose a pot to him. Rough first 2 levels of the day. Self-imposed mistakes, absolutely. We got 138. We got moved to a table with Adrian Mateos and then somehow lost chips to him. I tried to offer a soccer player patch swap maybe, but he said no, we'll both get fired, and he's probably being responsible. I don't know, so that's it. We're back from break and we decide to fucking absolutely compound our mistakes with this a monstrosity of a fucking hand I don't even want to fucking tell you. We check raised big blind versus button on ace jack 9. It was fucking so stupid, dude. Dude, I'm too mad at myself to even fucking tell you this, but basically we had nothing. We had a punt, and we check raised flop to 25K, and then on the turn we bet 35K. The guy jams, and we just have to fold. So we just gave away 60K. We're left with 87K at 4K big blind. So out of nowhere, it went from start of day 95 bigs with our stupidity leaving us with 22 big blinds. It's not like a regular fucking tournament depth. No, I'm actually fine, even though I was shorter before. I have only 87 now, so we have 22 bigs. When I went to break, I counted that I had 30K less than I did when I came back, so I felt like I won a pot on break somehow. And then now I just bluffed a chunk off in a stupid ass spot. Anytime I'm actually more not emotionally fucked up now with 87K than I was before with like 150. And we've ran good with tables so far, except for now we get moved to the table with fucking Mateos and a bunch of other tanking Euro accented. This is a bad table, but what I don't know. We got the luck on our side. Luckily, we raise and take the blinds a few times. The next orbits, we're back up to 100K. At 2K, 4K with a 4K big blind ante when the following hand happens. Middle position opens to 8K. Adrian Mateos flats from like the cutoff. And we're in the big blind with ace 5 suited. We got 25 bigs. We're probably supposed to just call, I'm almost sure. But we decide to jam. You know, we think they're both gonna fold. The first guy folds and then Mateos snap calls. And he has pocket jacks. And we're at risk for the first time in the main event. They're 25 bigs. Go to the footage. We have 10-9 of diamonds. Our stack is around 215K or so. Still 4K big blind. Early position opens to 8K. And we're in middle position with 10-9 of diamonds. And we call the 8K. We go heads up to a flop. It comes 10-9-4 rainbow. Bam! Top 2 pair, bitch. One club out there, which will become relevant. Anyway, he checks. We bet 7K. He calls. The turn comes the 7 of clubs. So it's getting more straighty and more flushy out there. But he checks, and we're obviously going for more value. I mean, get the fuck out of here. We bet 20K now. He calls. And the river comes an ace. He checks. And yet again, for the like 10th time in the day, I make the worst fucking play I possibly could. I check the fuck back, thinking he has a lot of 2 pair with like ace 4, ace 10, ace 9, maybe ace 7 suited. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Like, we could have got value from just naked aces because all his backdoor club ace X would have floated on the turn. We just pussied out, dude, and we didn't value bet. He had kings, we win the pot, but it was just the biggest blunder of not getting more value. And that's as big of a blunder as paying off 50K on a river when an amateur has it. We were really playing bad today, and our nerves got to us, and we weren't thinking clearly, and we were not in our best mindset for this day. But nevertheless, we're at dinner break with more chips than we started the day with, which is great. All right, 261 on dinner break. We're coming back to 52 bigs. We have a tough table. We were battling with the guy from Transylvania. Ducked it out on Mateos. We got it in bad for our tournament life and won. Look at that Bally's phallic tunnel going in the pee hole. I played very bad today. Somehow we're still here with more chips than we started the day with. It's a miracle. And I'm very grateful to still be here. So I gotta just relax and accept that. Bouncing went to 600 so because we didn't have the cash to get in the last flight of the Mystery Million Bounty. But we're not scumbags. We pay back with interest. We have this 20% off Ben & Jerry's coupon. Here's your money with interest, dude, because I have a 20% off coupon for Ben & Jerry's there because it took me a couple days. We come back from dinner break with 265K, and we are not mentally reset. We fucking torch a hand, small blind versus button, where we just fucked up, dude. We bluffed the river with pocket threes, and we shouldn't even have been there. On ace, jack, 6, 6, ace, we fucking felt compelled, like we had to bet. We had to bluff river after we checked back turn. We bet 28K, and he raises to 60. Anyway, we fold. This is a major fucking hand of the day. And this is actually a hand that we didn't fuck up. We have king jack off in early position. Don't be so jack off. We raised to 10,000. The big blind calls. We're heads up to a flop. It comes king, jack, 9. 2 clubs, 1 spade. We have a club and a spade. But we flop top 2 pair. Let's fucking go. He checks. We bet 8K. He calls. The turn comes ace of diamonds. He checks again. We bet 27K now. And he calls again. And I'm like, all right. He could have a lot of king plus straight draw, like king 10. He could have tons of shit. Like pair plus draw, flush draw, all types of shit. The river comes in 8, offsuit, the flush draw doesn't come in. He checks, and obviously I'm not gonna let the same mistake happen twice. I need to go for value with my 2 pair. This is against the same opponent who I pussied out with the 10-9. So he checks, and we bet 50K, and he just snap calls, and he has ace jack for a turn to better 2 pair, and that that hand really fucking crippled us. We're now down to 122K. We're on break. We're here with Vincenzo and fucking Dan Cenzo. I thought this was Long Island for no reason. I don't know what the fuck that is. We're near the bubble. We're all invigorated from the juices.
Applesauce brain.
I'm fucking retarded. I lost 2 pair over 2 pair though. It was a fine hand, right, Danny?
It was fine hand.
Your goal for the end of the night.
Be here. Be in a seat. Bag at least 1 chip.
I like it. Good luck.
Excitement in the air as we near the bub-ish of the main event. We're like 100 from the money. 1,300 get paid. That's all you gotta know. We're nearing the bubble at this point. People have been tanking. So now we're in a different mindset where we may be trying to eke into the money here. You know, we're not desperate mode yet to just get in the money and tank at all costs because it's still a long way to go. And the min cash, even though it's a big swing financially, is only 1.5x the buy-in. So, you know, within reason, we're trying to slow down, but we're down to 122K. When we get moved to a new table with fucking Mateos again. But people are playing very slow to make the money. This guy literally announced, he's like, I'll trap with aces after I make the money. Yeah, once Mateos tanks, I know I follow Q and then I tank too. Yeah,
I appreciate you.
Take it because they're going to yell at me for stalling.
Yeah, he's going to get a penalty.
They're going to give me a penalty for stalling on the bubble. That would be a sick angle.
Yeah, all these fans.
Like, what do you want me to do? Put me on the feature table.
What's your strategy in the next hour and a half? 2 hours.
Fall asleep,
level, right?
meditate. No, actually, I don't know, dude. It depends. If everyone's shook, if they're all guys like him who are saying he's only playing aces, I'm going to steal the blinds and be aggressive on the bubble. Yeah. I'm not gonna bubble, so. We get moved to a new table and we got Dan Colpoy, all people with deep stacks. They don't want to help me get in the money. We're 1,400 people now left-ish. 1,300 get paid, and we keep checking, and it's like we're losing a player a minute. I can essentially guarantee myself a cash if I play very slow. Blinds are 3K, 6K, with a 6K big blind ante, and we have about 120K, 20 big blinds in our stack. We look down at King Jack suited under the gun, and I know Dan Colpoys is gonna fuck with us, or I think, but I still need to raise it and try to play regular poker, even though we're on the bubble. So we raised to 12K, it folds to him, and he has a million chips, and he 3-bets us to whatever he fucking 3-bets us to, like 35K, and we just have to fold because even if we hit the flop, it's just going to be so scary on the bubble.
But I still need to raise it and try to play regular poker.
And he's going to put max fucking pressure on us. He knows, we know each other. He knows I want to make the money.
Play regular poker.
And even if he didn't know me, he knew from how I was tanking that I want to make the money. And even just the stack depths, he's a great player on the bubble. So he fucking 3-bets me. I make the anguish torture, but correct fold, I guess, and made him promise to tell me what he had later. We're left with around 17 big blinds now. We tank, play slow for another orbit, folds around, and we have ace queen off under the gun yet again. And knowing how wide Dan Colpoy is playing, he had just shown down like 5-3 off, trying to abuse the bubble as good players do. There's about 1,370 players left now. We're creeping even closer to the money. Dream of making a main event cash, but I'm thinking about one hand at a time. We have ace queen off under the gun. We raise to 12K, folds around to Dan Colpoy's in the big blind, and I'm praying that he 3-bets so I can jam. I'm praying that he jams because I was snap call. But this time he just calls. I don't know why I couldn't do that when I had King Jack. He just calls, and there's like some misdeal on the flop, some fucking chaos. The board ends up after we check it all the way down, basically, I think, or some shit, and the board ends up running out with 2 pair on it, so we chop after a misdeal though. And if it wasn't like a missed turn, I don't know how to explain it. Basically, the dealer fucked up and put out the turn card ahead of time, so it got reshuffled in and then ended up pairing the board, and then the river paired the board again. So he had ace 4 and we ended up chopping, which comes into play because if I had those more chips the next hand, I might have got the guy to fold instead of call. So we are in the big blind, and it's the very next hand after the ace queen chop with ace 4. We have still around 17 big blinds because the one big blind we made, we was in the middle for the fucking, we look down at pocket kings out of turn. We're fucking excited. There's like 1,340 people left now, 48 maybe, I don't know, dude. It's getting close. We're losing people fast. I could have just sat there and guaranteed made the money. But again, it's a 1.5x min cash. It's not, I mean, it's like, it's pocket kings, bro. We're not on the stone bubble. So middle position opens, cut off for whoever the fuck, I don't even know, the button 3-bets, and we just jam with our 17 bigs and pocket kings. Folds to the 3-better. It's not much more for him at all. He's getting great odds, obviously, and he's like, this has to be aces. You're only putting it in with aces. And I should have been like, yo, yes, I have aces fold. But a degen in me wanted him to call with his shit and then to get a double up. And well, you could just go to the footage. Obviously, I for tips. All right, on the bubble of the main.
No, with another queen.
Yeah, the lucky 4 of hearts. No, the lucky. Oh, I hate you. I fucking hate you.
I said not with another queen.
Wait, I think there was a mistake. I'm not blaming you.
I feel bad now.
I feel bad now. This is the nut worst time of day to bust. As the giggling cameraman fucks me. He said if I bubble, it'd be good vlog content. Is this what you want to see? Me bubbling the fucking main? Yeah, they're all laughing? Yeah, laugh.
I'm not gonna bubble, so.
That's probably one of the best feelings in poker, I'd say. No, the seat is not open. I'm still absorbing the blow, ma'am. I'm still processing what has happened here.
Hey Ryan, are you still opening under the gun into Colpoy's big blind?
Oh, so we bubbled, but we see one of our hoodies there. That makes us feel better, actually.
Don't kill a cattle. You don't have to wear anything. Step aside.
I just bubbled and saw your hoodie, and it made me feel better. Legit, nice hoodie, dude. Yo, literally. Thank you, dude. Good luck, man. Focus. I was like, yo, that actually legit make me feel better. Yeah. I swear to God, thank you, dude.
Sir.
I'm actually not that sad for bubbling the main.
What are you gonna do? Hey, at least you busted with air conditioning.
Yo, there's a lot to be positive about, but yeah, this was a rough not that rough of a World Series. I don't know. I gotta calculate it, but I pumped out vlogs like nobody fucking else. You hear that, Brad Owen Rampage, motherfuckers?
Then the next would be day 9.
Yo, 2023, day 9. Hopefully I'm still alive.
What's up next?
Cry, video poker. I have no more vices that left except just to reflect. Now it's hitting me. I was numb. I was so in disbelief that I was numb, laughing while taking it good. But I bubbled. I fucking bubbled. That is the worst.
Make the booty bounce on the dance floor.
Now, he doesn't deserve any applause. He called with King Jack.